who said, خَلَقَ اللَّهُ هَذِهِ النُّجُومِ لِثَلَاثٍ. Allah Azza wa Jal has created these stars for three things. Firstly, زِينَةً لِلسَّمَاءِ, that they are a beautification and adornment for the skies. They make the skies beautiful. Secondly, they are رُجُومًا لِلشَّيَاطِينَ. They are as missiles that attack the shayateen. As you all know, before the time of the Prophet ﷺ, the jinn had all been anticipating the coming of a prophet. And they were expecting revelation to start coming down. But they did not know where the prophet would come from or when the revelation will start coming down. So they began to go up into the heavens as a consistent habit to try to get wind of the revelation before it came down. So they would have knowledge of what would come in the future before the people would get it by way of the Prophet. And they would aid the magicians and the soothsayers. So at that time, when Allah Azza wa Jal was about to reveal His Qur'aan and send revelation to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, He made the stars in the sky become missiles that attack the shayateen and knock them out of the sky, so that the revelation would come down to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam without the shayateen having access to it or learning about it before it comes down to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And thirdly, the first benefit that we get from the stars is that they are beautification for the sky. The second, that they are missiles against the shayateen. And the third, that they are alamat yuhtada biha, that they are signs that the people get guidance from. Exactly what does that mean? Navigation, exactly. You use the North Star, you use a different set of constellation of stars to help you in your travels to get from one place to another. Not that you seek guidance from the sky, as the Prophet ﷺ never sought guidance from the sky, from the stars, and nor did any of his companions. Rather, you use them as tools by which to tell the right direction and to tell your bearings. This hadith is collected in the Sahih of Al-Imam Al-Bukhari, or the statement of Qatada. And Qatada goes on to say, فَمَنْ تَأَوَّلَ فِيهَا غَيْرَ ذَلِكَ أَخْطَأَ وَأَضَاعَ نَصِيبَهُ وَتَكَلَّفَ مَا لَا عِلْمَ لَهُ بِهِ. And whoever has taken it upon himself to believe that the stars mean other than this, that they have additional information to give us, or that we can read from them certain things, then he has erred and lost his share, and he has taken upon himself that which he has no business taking upon himself. And as I mentioned, that hadith was collected in Sahih al-Bukhari. So we see in the book how many contradictions to the revelation given to the Prophet ﷺ. We see how many kinds of magic. Another kind of magic is the potions that he learns to make. And the ingredients to the potions throughout the series of books are described in detail. So it would not be strange to find a devout reader of these books trying the potions, taking the dead mouse and cutting his head off, draining the blood of a bat, doing the exact same things that are the actual practices of witchcraft, learning from the Harry Potter series, how to become a magician. So for example, in the school that Harry Potter goes to, he has a class on potions, on making potions. And he learns from a potions master. The first year, there is a website that is from the dedicated fans of Harry Potter that basically, in this website, they summarize all the different kinds of magic and give references to what books and what pages you can find the use of the different types of magic, and what characters are mentioned throughout the books, and where you can find mention of these characters, and the storylines, and all about that. There are dedicated fans to this series of books who have done this, and we have taken some of the things from their webpage to show exactly, as a summarized piece of information, what is going on in the school that Harry Potter goes to, the school of witchcraft, called Hogwarts. The first year, students make simple potions, such as a boil cure potion. The final exam includes a practical potion, I believe, requiring the students to make a forgetfulness potion. That's the first year. And the second year goes on, a swelling solution, a hair-raising potion. The third year, the syllabus includes a shrinking solution. Fourth year and fifth year and so on. Until the later years, they begin to make very advanced potions requiring lots of ingredients and lots of mastery of the skills of magic. We have as well many different spells. We talked about potions. We talked about what? Magical items. Or we're going to talk about magical items. Now look at some of the spells. There is a dictionary available on websites devoted to this phenomena, this book series. A dictionary from A to Z, the names of spells, all in Latin, in phrases we don't understand the meanings of them, which is definitely a sign of witchcraft. From A to Z, the person can learn the names of the spells and how they are to be used, and what place or which part of which book did Harry Potter use the spell, or the spell was used against him, or used in his presence. All of those. For example, I'd rather not say the names of the spells because they may have meanings that we don't want mentioned in the book of in the house of Allah Azza wa Jal. But there are spells that when you say the name of the spellcaster ascends up into the sky and begins to fly. There are spells that freeze things and make them stop moving. There are spells that transform animals into a cup or a goblet. And this is something we just mentioned from the ways of illusionary magic, from the different kinds of illusionary magic mentioned by Shaykh Salih al-Fawzan. So they pronounce these Latin phrases and wave the magic wand in a certain way and have actions of the heart, all of that involved, emotions as well involved, and they cast spells. And so an entire book can be gathered about the spells and potions. There's also a dictionary from A to Z talking about the potions, ingredients and effects of the potions and its name and how you chant the name, even a breakdown of how you are to pronounce the name in Latin, so that you as the reader of the book, you will not err in your pronunciation of the Latin name of that spell. All of this showing that there is great concern gone into the presentation of magic and in the actual way that you even pronounce the words. They are described for you and detailed for you, as well as the ingredients of the potions and items that, or the spells that are cast. Other items, dark magic items mentioned throughout the book and used by Harry Potter and his associates and his teachers: human bones, blood-stained playing cards, glass eyes, something that they refer to as the hand of glory, which is, as they say, one of the less harmful magical items or dark magical items. It is a real human hand that has been enchanted to give off glowing light. It is used as a lantern. For example, old rusty spiked musical instruments, evil-looking masks, shrunken heads, live gigantic black spiders, poisonous candles, human fingernails. These are used as items, and these are used as enchanted weapons to ward off evil or to harm someone. And the list goes on and on. The magical items that the person reads about, how do they become magical items? How do they become enchanted? How are they used? What kind of phrases are uttered to make them work and to make them make their powers become used against the enemy? And furthermore, one of the fans of the series has described the three basic elements of spells. And for the sake of brevity, we will skip that. The point being here is there is an entire culture around the series of books that is rooted in witchcraft, that represents itself as witchcraft, that has no shame and no need to hide the fact that they love witchcraft and they love magic. They love Harry Potter and his episodes, which are all based on this witchcraft and this magic. So now, what do you think will be the response of children at an influential age to this book series? Logically, magic being portrayed as the saving factor, the hero of the story, who only saves himself and only saves his friends and family from jeopardy by using magic.